Hi everyone, this is such a lo-fi video. I have just set up my camera. Really, there's trash in the bag, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to do a quick video about mom life and just to share that it really is a full-time job. I just woke up. You can hear it in my voice. Hey Poopy. Hey Poopy. Here she is, my little fat blob. Here she is. Woo! Making sounds on the floor. She's going back. She's just playing around. Basically, she's been up 12 times this night. 12 times. It's a little bit unusual. Usually she wakes up around 2 and around 5 to breastfeed. I think she's teething, but she's not showing that she's like in pain or struggling or anything. But there's something. She sometimes has a night like that, which is very exhausting. But the fact is that I haven't had a full night's rest or more than like 5 hours in around 6 months time. Yes, cat. Yes, cat. Okay. So the bags under my eyes is huge. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. But basically, before I was a mom, I was like, okay, people said it was a full-time job, but you don't really understand it, but it's actually more than a full-time job. My voice sounds so coarse because I think I have a little bit of a cold, and I'm never sick. Ever. But I think when you have a baby, your immune system kind of takes it. Hey Poopy. But I don't have a cough or anything. My throat isn't sore, but it just kind of maybe a bit congested or something. Hey Poopy. Okay, it's hard to ignore her because she's being really cute. It's more than a full-time job. It's actually a job of like all the time because there's never a time you can really like. There's much time for yourself. She's looking at me, just laughing. Hey Poopy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be distracted anymore. Oh, I'll try. I'll be a little bit distracted. But basically, you get up. Okay, first there's a night. There's a night. She has to breastfeed. In the beginning, it's crazy and insane because they cluster feed and they're on you all the time. But then when things settle a bit after some months, they get into kind of a schedule. And she usually breastfeeds at 1 or 2 in the morning. At 5, and then from 5 it's like more like frequent wake ups. Like she's about to wake up. She usually wake up between 6:30 and 8, something like that. It really depends every day. So I get up and I'm with her on the mat. Like a baby, you have to be with them. Like you can't just like dump them somewhere and then go about your day. I mean, she's going to whine and she's going to complain after a while, and then you have to do something else with her, like to get them occupied. You can't just leave your baby there. Like the little babies, they want to be with you, they want to learn about the world, they want to interact with you. That's how they learn, that's how they develop. She's also ahead in her development. She's growing really well also. She's already sitting up and she's 6 months. She's rolling back and forth. She's trying to stand up, but that's way too early. But I am like constantly, engaging with her. Then she has naps. Of course she has naps, but some naps are really short. In the beginning it's so sporadic and it's only sometimes, and she does it more like regular now. After a while everything starts to settle, they go into a routine, and usually after 2 to 3 hours awake she will go into a nap of an hour. Okay, in an hour usually I work on my stores, or to try and film a video an hour is a little bit too short because sometimes she wakes up early and then you're fucked. Yeah, goodbye, there's your hour. And then in the afternoon usually she sleeps another hour, rarely 2 hours, which is like amazing if she does. But then you have another hour. Okay, wow, what am I gonna do in that hour? You know what you feel like doing? Because you're fucking tired all the time. You just feel like playing a game or something, or laying and watching TV. Because you're tired, okay? You don't have a full night's rest in like what? It feels like forever. So you want to sleep, but sometimes you have to clean something, you have to still clean your house sometimes. Like, I don't mind it being like a pigsty sometimes, like with a mess around. Like, okay, these things are not gonna like dirty or stink anything up. And then I have my stores also. I get orders. I put one store on vacation mode because I just cannot keep up with it. It's way too much. It is that kind of stuff, like clay jewelry making, takes hours. And okay, I have my boyfriend here. and he can take care of her also, but I still take on most of the duty, which is typical, I guess. A lot of women do, huh? And then I have to film ASMR videos also, which is what I love to do, but it's harder now. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I could film this now or that, but I can't, she's awake. And I can't put her in another room with my boyfriend because you hear it through the walls. When she screams, like she can squeak really, really loud and make all kinds of sounds when she plays. Now she's just attentively listening to Mommy Cat. Is got the kid? Wait, she's trying to do, she's always doing sit-ups also. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? 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 Poopy doopy? And then in the afternoon, in the like late evening, there's another nap of like an hour, maybe a little bit shorter. Sometimes half an hour. She doesn't do very long naps usually. She's often awake. Oei! Here she is. She's 8 kilo and a half. Whoa! Whoa! Oi! Love you. Love you. Love you. Wee. She wants to go on a music band. I'll just put it on. It doesn't make that much noise. Okay. She started bashing it. Anyway, for the rest, with me everything is like, my health and stuff is all good. Oh god, there she goes. Like, I don't have anything to complain about besides a little bit of a stuffy nose now, which I normally never have, but I guess with all the like sleep deprivation and stuff, your immune system kind of, I don't know, takes a hit. Going to the doctor later for a blood test, just a checkup. I assume everything is normal, like it always was during my pregnancy also. But we'll see. I want to test everything like I usually do. I just want to send my sympathy to all moms. Like, it feels like you have no time for yourself. Like, you just feel like you have absolutely no time for yourself. You're always on the baby. You always have to be with the baby. Breastfeed all day long. Hey, take care of them, change their diaper, play with them, and then they get fussy. And, see, she's complaining like she want to do something else, but I don't always like immediately do it because then they get into a habit of it. Hey. She does more like excited screeches versus laughs. Hearing a laugh from her is kind of rare. You really have to work for it to have her really laugh super loud. But she smiles all the time and makes these like these loud sounds. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update. It's 7:52, so I soon have to go to my appointment and she can stay with Daddy. Yeah, she can stay with Daddy, good. But still, of course he has a lot more time for himself. He also stays up late, like, late, yes. So we have many hours in the evening and Mommy has none. I go to sleep with her because sometimes, like, I put her to bed around, it depends on the day naps when it's time to put her to bed. Sometimes it's like 7, sometimes 8, sometimes 9. She only goes to bed, it's 9:30 sometimes. Depends on if she's tired, if she wants to sleep. Like, I feed her to sleep because else she will not fall asleep. Like, sometimes she falls asleep by herself. Like, she goes left and right, or reversed. And she falls asleep by herself. But mostly I need to put her on my boob and then she falls asleep. And when I'm next to her, she's more calm. Usually, like, she stays asleep. But sometimes, like, I put her to sleep at 7. I'm like, oh, okay, she's down for the night. And that's not true. Then, like, at 7:45 I hear her again. I have to run in there and like put her on my boob and lay in the bed with her. And yeah, it's like you're always like on call. It's months and months and months all day long. Together with having to earn money also and having to worry about YouTube not, you know, fucking over your videos and stuff like that. But it's all worth it. But I can complain when I want. Sometimes it's nice to share the reality of things. Huh? Because even with all of this, like, if I could go back in time, I would still get pregnant and have her again. Huh? I would still do it again. Oi, she is sick of that. She is sick of this mat. A dumb mat. I usually speak Dutch with her and Simon speaks Danish. And together we speak like English. Sometimes I speak English to her when Simon's with me. Depends. Oi! She's very active, like with her legs. She always wants to, when I put her on the ground, like she starts jumping. Sophia. Whee! What was that? I love you. Oi! The most strongest baby in the world. She just went for her checkup. She was 25 weeks. And she is 67 centimeters and 8 kilo, 330 she was. And they were amazed at how strong she was because she was doing things she's like not even supposed to do yet. Zo sterk dat je zit, schatje. Zo sterk dat je zit, mijn klein schatje. So yeah, and now it's like, what am I gonna do with her? Haha! You know, do some other things, like put her in the sofa. There she goes. Look how cute. He's huh? There. And yesterday then I was like folding the laundry a bit while she could look. So anyway, that was my video. In my pajamas, I'm about to go, and yeah, that was it. Lo-fi. Bye. Ja. No. Sophia. Ai. Ja, moet er al vaststaan, joh. Alleen kan dat niet, hè?